Hey, Napa family. Meet my new family. Everybody, I'm here at the Navajo Nation. Here's my friends Ed and Oliver. We're here with a group of people here with a group called the Tipi Raisers, and we're here to volunteer at the Hopi Tribe. So we'll tell you more about it now, or tell you about it in a little bit. So we're going out there now. Let's go.
We're heading to Clarkenan's place.
Clarkenan's place. So he's the planting crew leader here, and he's a plant expert. He's had gardens for most of his life, and he's going to lead us to plant some plants. So we're going to a guy named Clark. What was it? Clarkenan, and we're going to. They're Hopi, and they've been kind enough to host us and allow us to help them plant today. So we're about to have some fun.
So we're here. We're gonna get planting soon. So I think I see, if you can see, there's a tractor over there. That's Clark, and he's already got moving. So I've been up since 6 something, and we came out here early to get working. And yeah, this is pretty fun. I've been here a day already, but I kind of wanted to get my bearings before I started filming, and also get permission because frankly, many of the tribes around here, especially the Hopi and the Navajo, have been exploited. People have come here and filmed. There's a lot of places that I can't film. So there's a place called Walpi. It's the second oldest community that's continued to be dwelled in and lived in America. Hold on, here's a little. Here, buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Huh? Yeah? Nice to see you again. So those are some Hopi dogs. I don't know the names, and they just hang around the property, and they also have some horses and cows. All I want to do is share a little bit of what's going on and some of the culture, because it's ancient. It's the oldest, probably the oldest culture here in America, the active culture. And Clark is a great guy, and has been willing to share a lot about his culture with us. So let me take you on a little tour of what I see when I'm working here. So this is Clark's house here, and you can see he's definitely this is a working farm. I don't know if you can see over here, but here's some of his land, and I think he's going to plant some Hopi pumpkins there. This is where he stores his corn. They plant corn, and they store it there, and they grind it. They make flour and do different things with it. They also have chickens in there. I don't know if you can see. There's some chickens and geese and chicks just hanging out doing whatever chickens do. And here's some more from our group. They're fixing. Now this used to be just a concrete wall, but they put a roof. They're painting and putting a window in to protect the corn. Corn is an important part of staying alive in Hopi culture here. And you can see these are some of the plants we're planting. And if you open these up, there's corn in here. The group I'm with, they're called Tipi Raisers, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to Dave, the guy who runs it. And they're down here with the Hopi, but they also work with the Lakota tribe in South Dakota at Pine Ridge, and they haven't gone. They're not going there currently for several different reasons, but the Lakota has sent some people to represent them to come down here, and this is new for them also. So hopefully I'll get to introduce you to some of them. So Oliver, who you met earlier, is one of the Lakota. So me and this one is going to tell you about the Hopi Tribe, aren't we? So the Hopi Tribe they've lived in the southwestern United States for thousands of years. So there are more than 9,000 Hopi Tribe members, with the majority residing in 12 traditional villages on the reservation. Agriculture plays a huge part of Hopi culture. They usually use dry farming. They don't often irrigate. There's not a lot of water out here to do any irrigation. They're really known for their pottery craftsmanship and their farming abilities, and also their spiritual beliefs about connection to the natural world. And I think that's something that a lot of people are kind of discovering now in modern days outside of the Hopi. And they have traditional ceremonies and rituals which are rarely seen and not on video, and it's not something I'd be able to show even if I were to participate. And they have tons of challenges. They've had like forced assimilation and colonialism. There's a lot of poverty, as in many places, many native communities, and it's dry here. And they're working really hard to preserve their culture, and that's partly why I'm here, to help them preserve their culture. Clark, the gentleman that I'm working with, he rappelled from a helicopter in Mesa Verde and found some seeds inside of a case, or inside of I don't know if it was pottery, or I think it was pottery, and they were still viable seeds. And a lot of the seeds that we're going to plant and have planted are from those seeds. So they're from his ancestors, and we're planting it in a traditional way, and you'll get to see that. But it's really an honor to be down here and help them with this, and I'm really glad that I get to share this with you. So let's go. So we spread fertilizer here, dug some holes, and we also planted some of these, I guess, seedlings. So these are peppers here. And down the line there are tomatoes down here, and we're gonna plant something along here also. So these are the Hopi melons. So these are the sprouts here, and these are plants they've been growing here for hundreds, if not over 1,000 years, and developed here specifically for this environment here in these pretty much sands. It's pretty hard to have water. Water is a really important thing. Rains and things. These are all things that are talked about a lot amongst the Hopi, because water is really a blessing for everybody, but especially out here because there's so little of it. If you can see, this is the soil that they're trying to plant in. This is sand, so it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work. They use cow and horse manure and different types of fertilizers to try to get these plants to grow, and sometimes they're not successful. So you have to use a lot of technique and be really clever to make it happen. And they sort of have that down here in this tribe because they've been doing it for so long.
coming here for probably 5 or 6 years with
Yeah.
my family.
But you
Coming
see
up
everybody
with-
has sunglasses and hats on because it's ultra sunny out here.
Yeah,
And
dry.
and yeah, it's dry, so it's easy to burn out here. But we're gonna get to work. All right, so they found these ancient beans that they're like over 1,000 years old that the Hopi ancestors cultivated before, and they sprout now. So we're gonna go plant them. So this big field out here is where we're gonna plant them. So it's gonna be cool.
Hole. The hole. Get the correct amount of beans. Here's 6. Like I was telling you, I'm planting 8. Wet soil goes back first. Dry soil goes from top. Go ahead, plant before it's going to be dry. Is that 8?
That's 8.
See, that's why we have to do it quickly, because you saw how in a matter of 10 minutes, the sun just dried it out, and the wind.
And so if it doesn't rain for 2 weeks, are they all going to die?
No, that's not, you don't ever say that.
Okay.
We know that could happen, but you try to have a positive thought saying that we hope it rains, or we hope the temperatures aren't too bad where they're going to survive. It's like I told you, remember? Oh, you weren't here with us yesterday. I told you that once you plant like this, these plants are now your children. They're your responsibility. It's like as a parent, you don't want your child to fail or perish. That's the concept or the idea behind that. So you, like you non-native gardeners, you probably, oh, okay, you know, I got plenty of water, this and that. But when you're dry farming like this, you don't think about death. You know that's going to happen. Some of these plants will make it, some will not. It's like humans. Maybe a baby is born, 2 days later it's gone. It wasn't its time, so it wasn't going to be here. Some of these seeds are not going to germinate. Some will make it. Some will make it to the whole lifeline of the next 4 months. In September, we should be harvesting it. It's just like you. We want you to reach the age of 90 years old, 100 years old before you leave us. That's the thought behind when you're planting these, that they come to full maturity so that they will also get to that point, and that's when you harvest.
Mm-hmm.
It's about survival. It's about
And caring for the planet.
you know, the planet, we're stewards. So that's what it is. And so when we made the agreement with the Creator, that was it. You know, we'll be caretakers of the land. We'll make sure that the land is well taken care of and so forth.
You guys found the right spot, didn't you? Did you find the right spot? Yeah? Yeah? This is a chill spot, huh? They usually follow each other around. They're definitely good friends. So this is Oliver. He's from the Lakota tribe. Where do you live?
In North Dakota,
North Dakota,
Bismarck.
Bismarck. And what brings you down here?
Just to volunteer.
Volunteer.
To see Dave and Lori and
Dave and Lori.
see all the friends.
And how did you end up connected then? You said they came to your high school?
No, I went to a conference in Denver and I met them.
Oh, nice.
And then ever since then, I've got a part of Gen 7, which is just talking about the 7th generation and the prophecy that 7th generation of the Lakota people would teach non-Indigenous people the values so that the world could become connected again.
And who gave that prophecy?
You're not supposed to say the name.
You're not supposed to say, okay. All right. And so you're just here to help out because you know Dave and just help out, I guess, another tribe.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, brother. I appreciate you telling me, man. I feel like this is sort of a moment manifested because I've wanted to spend time and learn a little bit about Hopi culture. So I'm grateful to be here.
I wish there was more of these.
your kind of people that have the generosity or the graciousness to provide the help or and assistance to others. But of course, today America is totally different than what the founding nation was supposed to be based upon. And so for me, I really appreciate what's happening here. You know, we've got an exchange of the cultural experiences, the uniqueness of who and what Hopi is about. That's the whole part. Is I think that's the issue I see with America, is that we're being individuals today. It's not about we're supposed to be the melting pot of the world, but yet I look at it totally different too. And I say this, since you have your followers today and how they're going to do this and think about this and stuff. I say this is the only nation in the world that had Native Americans here first, but there is no Native American that's the leader of this country. There's somebody else that's leading this country that came in after the 16th, 1700s. We were here thousands of years before that. You go to France, it's a French person that's the president there. You go to China, that's a Chinese person that's the prime minister or the leader of that nation. All these other nations, they're all built by them. But here, I look at it in a different way. That's the reason why I make the statement today, is that we're here, you're here as a group, providing services to our people out here. We're a nation that's within a nation, meaning that Hopi has been here since time immemorial. We, one of those tribes, very few tribes, that was never moved or relocated to another reservation, in a place we've been visiting from home. And just like how it says in the Bible, like I told you this morning, was that, in one of the verses is that, go to the promised land. And that's what the Creator told us. You come to the center of the universe, and this is what we feel. It's our mother, it's our place, and this is what we call the center of the universe. It may not be globally, but if you look at it, there's been studies done that we are right at the central part of where Earth is at. So if you look at the equator, yeah, it's at the center, but yet look at Hopi, how it's aligned with all the astrology of the stars, the moon, and how the sun sets and all. So today you learned some of the traditional planting, why we do it culturally, why it's so important to us, why we're fixing this house, because it's going to become a storage place for our lifeline, which is corn, which we grow regularly every year. But that's my message out to your followers, is that believe in yourself, believe in others, have the faith, have the understanding before you make judgment on other people, because we're all humans, we all make mistakes, we all have our shortfalls, but yet at the same time, where do we come from? We came from somebody that's higher than who and everybody else, We'll never have that authority, we'll never have that kind of granted, God and the Creator told us to do certain things, but that's the only thing. We're servants of the Creator, God and the Creator. So that's the way I look at life, is that this land don't belong to me, it belongs to somebody else. All I'm doing is doing the stewardship, watching over it, make sure that I'm taking good care of it, that it will provide life for others.
All right, that's my day in the Hopi farm. I'll be here for the rest of the week. And if you think anybody would be interested in the Hopi culture and this video, share it with them. Subscribe, like the video, and I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you.